Well, wow. Is eBay dead? Well, obviously the website is still around, but can you actually start a dropshipping business on there still? That's what I wanted to find out. You see, 7 years ago, I quit my job and went to Thailand for a month with my now wife. And I was so stressed about not having a job or money, so one day on the beach, I started an eBay store. And to my surprise, I made over $3,000 in less than a month. So 7 years later, today, I wanted to see if that same level of success is still possible on eBay. So let's find out.
We have to get money. We have no choice.
We're gonna open up my laptop and we're gonna go ahead and start with finding our old eBay account. And if we can't find it, I might just have to start a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and start with product searching, and the main website we're gonna use for that is AliExpress. That way we can just drop ship from one to the other. And we're also gonna use Amazon. Sometimes you can find products on Amazon that are selling for cheaper than on eBay. So as long as the prices are better, we can sell products directly from Amazon to eBay. The only tricky part is we want to find products that sell with manufacturer boxing, because eBay has a policy against selling from one retailer to another. So let's go ahead and start our store. First, we're gonna have to register, and we're gonna register as a business. I'm gonna go ahead and fill all this stuff out, and we're gonna get started with our dropshipping store.
1 hour later.
Okay, so now that we've set up a dropshipping store, all we need to do is start looking for products. This part is gonna take the longest amount of time, but here is exactly how I found these products. First, I tried to search all of eBay, but just going through the listings and just popular items, it's not very fun and it's not very promising. So what I did instead was this.
Okay, before we get started, we have to remember that we're trying to optimize for maximum arbitrage asymmetry, right? And in order to do this, one must initiate an exhaustive interrogation of multi-tiered keyword matrices, where we cross-reference high-velocity search term permutations with algorithmic price elasticity models. And in order to do this, we must conduct a macroeconomic feasibility study. Simply, upon isolating a variable contender for procurement, one must execute a multifaceted profitability analysis incorporating a synthesis of historical demand curve inflections, projected depreciation coefficients, and hidden cost ramifications. And remember that within the cacophony of commodified redundancy, a keen observer must remain vigilant for the serendipitous emergence of the undervalued artifact, a proverbial needle in a digital haystack of depreciating goods. This requires a deft utilization of Bayesian probabilistic modeling paired with a precise overlay of Google Trends volatility chart to pinpoint items whose market saturated lags behind the true speculative valuation.
The hell did you just say?
I'm just kidding. No, I literally just went on and used the eBay research product tool. I'm sorry for making you listen to that. Yeah, it's super easy. Here's what that looks like.
Hey, okay, so it's been about an hour since I first started. I found a few products that I like. One of them has a profit margin of around $3.80, but the problem was that it doesn't sell enough on eBay. Another product that I liked had a profit margin of $9. So the profit margin there is really good. So I think I'm gonna stick to this niche, and that is the health niche. I'm gonna keep at this till the night, and then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna work on this for, 6, 7, 8 hours more. Basically, I want to have enough products that a few of them are selling each and every day. If I sold, let's say, 11 products at, $9 something in profit per product, that's $100 a day, which is $3,000 a month, which is pretty crazy. So if I could get to those numbers, that would be awesome. And I'll just keep looking for products that have really good profit margins and sell high volume. So wish me luck. I spent countless hours, days searching for products, and I think I stumbled upon some good ones. Here's some of the products that we have listed and also their profit margins. And if you want to know exactly how I found that, well, it's exactly the strategy that I laid out. I searched for products on both platforms, on Amazon and on eBay. I found items that had good profit margins and sold quite frequently. And for the price that they're selling at, I was able to get some margin in there in case the other sellers also drop their prices as I come onto the market, right? So all that is going to be important as we try to compete in this market. And since we have 0 reviews, that's going to be really important for us to stand out. Let's go ahead and get these items actually listed from the spreadsheet onto eBay itself. And then we just wait for that cheddar to come in, baby.
Let's make money!
Items have been listed. And now,
Yeah!
I'll see you in the next clip, which will be about 3 months from now.
Several months later.
Okay, so it's been about 3 months, and this is exactly how much money I made. Okay, I lied. That's how much money I wish I made. But here is how much we actually made. That's right.
What?
So, what happened? Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, nothing is selling, even though these products have been on the store for over 3 months. So, like I said, what is happening? I know for a fact that it's not the price or the product, because I have beat the competition and these products are getting volume. So, what could it be? Well, I think that the problem is most likely the fact that we look like a brand new store, or in general, the way that eBay displays us is 0 rating or 0% rating, which basically just says to the average person that we either don't have any sales and no one wants to buy from us, or B, the people that bought from us, which again, no one's bought from us, but who could have bought from us is giving us 0 stars, which obviously looks bad, right? We don't want to be that. So I came up with a possible solution. And here it is. What we're going to do to solve this problem, we're going to make up some reviews. Well, okay, not actually. We can't do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell some products that I have lying around my house. So not drop shipping, but just sell some products. I have like 5 or 6 things I got to sell anyway. So I'm going to list those on eBay. And I'm going to list them for a really good price. And all of these are in good shape. So we're going to list these things in the hopes that someone ends up buying it, even though, again, we kind of look like a sketchy store. And they leave us a review. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in about a month, and hopefully we will sell all these products and get some reviews.
3 weeks later.
It's an exciting day. I got an update. So basically, we have finally listed and sold all of the items that was just from my house. I had an iPhone, I had a graphics card, another graphics card, a graphics card, and a graphics card. So those are all the things that we sold. It made a total of like $2,000 for the store, which yay. But so far we haven't had any reviews. And so at this point I was like, okay, maybe we should email the people who bought from us, right? Just like say a brief thank you and say, you know, hey, like if it's not too much trouble, if everything went well, please leave a 5-star review because it really helps out my store. That would be, you know, very appreciated. 2 people messaged me back with a thank you. Everything is great. And out of those 6 purchasers, nobody left a review. It's been about a week since I sold the items. Kind of unfortunate. But don't worry. My final plan, since this didn't work, is we are going to leave our items on the store for an additional 6 months. That's right. All of the items that we had listed, we're going to leave them on the store. I'll even adjust the pricing, maybe a little bit less than what it is right now to be, I don't know, more competitive, I guess. Less profit margin, but the goal is just to get some sales. I just want to get some sales. So hopefully this works. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll update you in the next clip as to what happens, and maybe you could still do drop shipping, and if it's a viable business. I guess that's what the next clip will be about. And I even bought some stuff from eBay, which is for another video. So if you like content like this, you know, side hustles, things like that, and making more money, hit the subscribe button because we're going to be doing a lot more of these, and hopefully some of them actually turn a profit, because this one kind of has been a dud so far. And you know, you see all these e-commerce gurus saying, hey, start a eBay store. eBay is not dead. It might be. So anyway, see you guys in the very, very distant future, which to you, it's going to feel like 2 seconds because it's the next clip. All right, here we go. Ugh, fingers crossed.
A few moments later.
Here's the update. The store failed. No, but let me tell you actually what happened. So since the last clip, you guys know, hey, I'm going to sell more products to get more reviews. And I did that. And so I left the store up for a few more months. And since then, I've had still 0 sales. And this is on products that actually have volume. Like they get sold. And I undercut the price. So you would think that people would be like, oh yeah, this is cheaper. But because I have 0 reviews, I look like a shady person on eBay. Unlike Amazon, if you have 0 reviews on Amazon, it kind of filters in, you know, reviews because it's for the product, not for the seller per se. I mean, you can still see the seller. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate, you know. And it doesn't mean you can't be successful on eBay. What this means, in my opinion, is that you basically have to have an established store or be doing a lot of volume. And look, people are buying stuff. Like, my stuff sold. But when it comes to drop shipping items, I just don't think that business is as relevant as it used to be, especially if you don't already have an established store that does this. So I think those are kind of the main problems with eBay in its current state. But the main problem is that eBay is just dying. But what if you wanted to do like eBay or just like drop shipping or just e-commerce in general? Like, what are some viable options that work today and that are going to work for a long time, right? So you can come back to this video and hopefully, and I think these will still work. Business number one is actually just selling items, right? Like finding things at like Savers or around your house, which obviously you'd run out of stuff around your house. Go to these like yard sales, estate sales, things like that. And another option is actually starting your own Shopify store. I think this is a business that's gonna be around for a long, long time. And I think that if you wanted to scale, is very scalable. And although it costs money and, you know, usually you need inventory and things like that, I think it's a great business for the long term. It has a lot of longevity. And last but not least, I think this has less longevity, or at least for beginners, which is Amazon FBA. Now, I think we're going to do an episode on this, and we might even do an episode on Shopify, so stay tuned or let me know in the comments if you actually want to see that. But just for shits and giggles, let's put up the revenue. I'm not going to even worry about the profit because there is none. So here's the revenue of the things I sold. We sold this many things in dropshipping, obviously big fat zero, and this is how much money we made selling those items, which is, again, zero. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.